Haitian drama.
Haitians. What happened?
I saw this story. Someone sent it in the group message. It was like the picture of a guy, of an officer or a border patrol officer on a no, I don't know if it was, either way it was an officer on a horse, on horseback, and it looked like he's whipping a Haiti guy or kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a little weird. That was really the gist of the headline.
Should I read the original one or should I read the one after? Cause
Yeah, why don't you read the original?
the first one. Okay. The first one was good. Let me see.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, well, at first I was ready to I'm just thinking this is fucked up, but I always, obviously as the pod gets closer, I'll look into it more. And then I looked into it, and then it was then Sakib told me after oh yeah, nah, this shit is I don't know though. Maybe this is false news.
Grim echoes of history and images of Haitian at the U.S.-Mexico border. Shocking images of horse-mounted officers corralling Haitian migrants along the U.S.-Mexico border are evoking dark comparisons to U.S. slavery and the country's historical mistreatment of black people. The widely shared images taken by an AFP photographer earlier this week appeared to show U.S. Border Patrol agents on horseback using their reins against the Haitian migrants and pushing them back towards the Rio Grande River that divides Texas and Mexico. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has said that the officer were trying to manage the migrants crossing the river. He vowed that his department will investigate reports of alleged abuse. Okay, I think
I'm gonna literally just cut all that shit and just have reports of alleged abuse.
Okay.
This nigga's name and then he reports of alleged abuse.
That'd be fun. The power of editing.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm gonna find the other one now.
Nah, bro, because some of these articles, they be so long and they write them so fucking boring.
And they're just terribly written,
But okay, so what? Basically, the short of it, or what's the the new news is that that wasn't really the case. Or?
So what the there's two narratives. The first narrative is oh my god, it came up on Twitter. This picture was it looks like the guy's whipping Haitians. So Twitter came up, they're like, oh my god, this is the same comparison to slavery, and then you start seeing the Democrats hop onto that side. Yeah, we can't have this depicted like this and all that type of shit. And you'll see Kamala Harris say something about it, and this is based off one picture. Every single person that talked about it was that photo was gruesome, that photo was terrible, that photo was horrendous. It's okay, but then later you start finding out it's motherfucker, there was nobody getting whipped. And this is the other narrative that's recently being shown, and it was just a picture that was snapped at the right time. And when you see the videos, it's what's going on down there right now? There are 10 to 15,000 Haitians on the cusp of that border, and they're trying to get over there. And there's hella border patrol right there, and they're just trying to get away from the horrors of their country. It's they're trying to come to the land of opportunity. So a lot of these people, they just keep talking about how, so there's 10,000 people that are trying, and there's hella border patrol. They're on horses. So what the Biden administration did? To solve this problem?
What?
Take away the horses, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
But what's the so it basically was they weren't really getting whipped?
They were not getting whipped. So what they were doing, they were actually just hitting their horses. They're whipping their horses. That if anybody's an equestrian, what's the way that you make a horse turn a direction? You got to whip them. It's called a rein. Rein, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't look good. And obviously they're trying to stop people to come into America without being processed. There's 10,000 people under a freaking river. So they're obviously trying to fight them off, but isn't that their job? Not obviously not to fucking whip them. I'm not saying that's right, but
yeah, I think the whipping was really the only thing that stood out.
Yeah,
literally, that was really it. The picture, not a great look if you were on fucking a horse whipping motherfuckers running around.
Yeah, and I'm not an
especially
advocate.
People are black.
Yeah, no, I remember when the story first came out, and it was they whipping them. I don't know. I guess that's kind of what went through people's head. But then, you know, seeing that, you know, it was just the rain. Even then, it's still like a terrible picture. But then when you, it's not that terrible actually. Cause like I'm laughing at him. Yeah, this nigga was like, oh, yeah, he was laughing. He was playing getaway.
I didn't want to say nothing about it, bro. But like, why was his face like? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Like when you really look at it, it's fun. That's why
I'm not gonna lie.
It's terrible seeing like, you know what I'm saying, big dude on horse, you know, looking down that way. But when you look at the picture, it's actually really hilarious. Why did you think it's like he's playing getaway. He's having fun. The other dude like high stepping like, oh shit, like we gotta go.
Bro, and I just don't understand how that could be his expression.
Yeah,
like that,
and the dude's like, come on. You probably was like, come on, stop doing that. Don't come over here.
Like he's fucking with him.
Yeah, just having fun, like chilling, playing. Playing what is it? Red Rover.
Oh, for real.
Like, I felt like that's fucked up, but like, you know, I don't know. Like, I guess it would, like, an emotional aspect of you, like, that is a fucked up sight.
Yeah.
But like, something about his face made it hard to feel that like really bad feeling, that like gut, like obviously it's horrible, like just the act in general.
Okay,
it wasn't like you look and I'm like, I can't, because he did have that look on his face. I can't fucking lie.
Get away, he's trying to run. Bro.
And I was thinking maybe he just like, who knows what face you make when you get fucking whipped.
Not that.
Yeah, to be honest, now that we like know this actual story, it's like, yeah, because I can't imagine that's the expression.
Bro, okay, look. Also, like those Haitian immigrants, there's like stories of them like biting ICE officers and border patrol. It's like, it's not an easy job. You know, you're trying to keep people come into a place that might be good for them. But in my head, I'm just like, yo, like
people have bitten officers.
Yeah, bro. They bit them. They fought them off. They tried fighting them off and shit like that. It's like, isn't that crazy?
Bite though? What is a fucking bite?
Well,
like
if you're getting fucking strangled, and the officers look like he's like 220.
No. All right.
Oh, so like one of them bit. Okay, I got it. Like that type. I'm thinking like you make them sound like they're animals. Like these motherfuckers be biting officers. We cut out. We're back. Here we go.
Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of ICE officers at all, because my parents got taken away from ICE officers when I was like in middle school and shit. But yo, like in my head, I'm thinking like when you come to this fucking country, like when you come to America and you kind of sneak in there, it's not like you're gonna have a great life, you know?
I'm sorry, I gotta go back. That was such a crazy insert. I'm like, yeah, I don't really like ICE officers because, you know, they fucking like wait.
Yeah, I swear, I thought that's what I was talking about before. I was just about to get into it.
But that was just the craziest insert. Like, yeah, I don't really like them because it's like a whole personal thing. I said like, why you don't like ICE officers? But it's like I would never go through that. And then you just breeze
then
right past
right
it.
back under the border.
Yeah. So anyway, but go ahead. I just couldn't let that one pass. That was crazy.
All right, so fuck ICE.
Yeah, fuck ICE.
All right. So, look, okay, my perspective on like people coming into the country, like, yeah, there might be hella horrors in their country, but like when you come into America and you're not really like, you don't have your paperwork, you can't really get a job like that, like a good job like that, or you can't get your license like that. When you creep into America, you kind of at the bottom of the barrel already. So do you think that's better than the atrocities in their country?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You think about, you have immigrant parents. Look at the life you live. That's like a no-brainer, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, imagine you in Afghanistan. You fucking fighting to get here. You're going to be broke, but you're going to grind it out to raise your kid so he's not in Afghanistan? Yeah, hell yeah, that's better than that. Yeah.
You see?
That was a tough one.
I was bro. Because look, oh my God, you know what perspective I was looking at? Oh my God, you see, my pet peeves have been getting to me, bro. The entitlement, bro. Because I look at my life here and I'm just like, I had a pretty difficult childhood, can't lie. I don't even got to think about Bangladesh.
Bro.